Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Hey, Arminta. We gotta get our birthday girl here. Hopefully she shows up tonight. I hope everyone's having a fabulous Thursday and week so far. So we'll get started. I will start with Heather until we get Molly Meek here. Hey, how are you doing? I will add you to my list. Thanks for donating. There's the birthday girl. Happy birthday, Molly Meek. He got all the birthday love and shout outs in the chat. All right, I just got your Cash App, Amira. All right, let me add you to the list. All right, Molly Meek, we are going to start with you for the birthday girl. Remind me what I was supposed to ask this week. I forgot. Oh, you messaged me on Instagram? I don't think I got on Instagram this afternoon, so I probably didn't see it yet. But remind me what I was supposed to look into this week. I forgot. I know I was supposed to do something. Let's get some cards out. And I'll put your name on the screen. You said, oh yeah, the guys were like, hold up. Let's just see what they want to share with us today. Let's just go from there and just see what happens. All right, Molly Meek. I need to move this charger over so I don't end up yanking it out the socket. Okay. Let us see what we shall do. Hey, love queen. About his feelings and intentions were that I wasn't expecting, but yeah, I just need to know what I should expect to happen in our connection. Alrighty, let's see. What should you expect to happen in your connection? Let us do... I'm feeling these guys and these guys. Let's try this out. And then I think somebody donated. Bianca, I will do your pendulum question once I finish Molly Meek's reading. All right, this is for Molly Meek. What messages do you have for her regarding, Leroy, We have embrace. Let me fix the light. There we go. So we have embrace. Let's see what else we have here. We have reoccurring thoughts. Ooh, you got a Nintendo Switch Lite. That's nice. Do you like it so far? Let's see what else we get. We have transformation. Let's see what else we get. And then I'll get some cards from my other deck as well, too. What else? One more card from this deck, please. We have, ooh, reunion. And deepest desire was underneath it, too. Kind of wanted to come out with it. So I feel like in terms of additional messages that your spirit guides have for you in terms of Libra and the connection is that there's this reoccurring thoughts that they are experiencing now with just this wanting to come together in some way, shape, or form, whether it be sexually first or, you know, I don't want to say platonic, but more so like casual, and then it builds to something more. But I do see a shift with this transformation card being here within this connection that allows you all to be reunited. I think it's funny because like how we have embrace at this first card, and then we have deepest desire as the last card. It's like their desire for you, their interest in you, it hasn't faded, it hasn't died. It's still a reoccurring thought, right? And sometimes we might think like, oh, there's nothing happening, everything's pretty much dormant, you know, it's over. And it's like, that might not be the case. It could be that it's just literally, there's no movement now, of course. And because we don't see it, there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes, but also with that person too, where once you meet, once you come together, you get the details about like what really was going on behind the scenes, right? Let's get some other cards. We have, what's this? Love at first sight. The instant gravitational pull you two felt when first meeting lets you know that this connection is a soul connection. So you probably felt this way, they probably felt this way, but there was just like this gravitational pull towards each other where literally you did feel like love at first sight, or even just like, why am I so intrigued by this person? Why are they catching my eye? Let's see what else we get. We have, oh my gosh, warm embrace. Let yourself enjoy your partner's loving arms around your body. Their touch ignites the flame within you. The fact that we have embrace twice, I feel like this person wants to hold you. They want to, like, you know, hug you. And maybe even if they're not physically there right now, it's like this idea that it's like their soul, their higher self is hugging you today, hugging you now in this moment. And maybe before you go to bed tonight, maybe you should listen to like one of your favorite love songs that just make you feel good about love, or maybe remind you of him, and listen to it, close your eyes, and just allow yourself to just feel the love of that song, to feel their energy and their love for you, and just literally allow yourself to feel it. So if you shed a tear, or if you just start smiling or giggling, like, just let yourself feel it, because it's like they're hugging you right now. They're trying to, you know, wrap their arms around you. You know, they physically can't be there, but they're doing it spiritually. And I feel like sometimes we know when our person is like hugging us, or we know when a loved one is hugging us, when we're thinking of them, when we're missing them, or even when we just need that hug, we can sense it. So I feel like that's something that they want to share with you too. Let's see what else we got. We have new chapter. A fresh start is always good for everyone. Doors are opening for this new phase within your love life. So they're letting you know here, like, a new chapter is opening up for you guys. I feel like for just you in general, just in life, but also in your love life. And I think that just get excited for this new chapter. Like, know that the distance won't last forever. This this singleness won't last forever, right? So let's get one more. One more card. We have Spiritual Awakening. Your partner is sensing that there is something profoundly important about this connection. So maybe this person is going through a shift right now. That could be the transformation that they're experiencing, the spiritual awakening. But also there could be the spiritual upgrade within your connection where you're able to tap in and feel each other's energies a little bit more intensely now, right? Because maybe they're more open to spirituality or just connecting with love in a different way, that it allows you all to have access to each other in a different way. Alrighty, so that's what I got for your birthday bonus question reading update. And then give me one pendulum question. And then we'll be done with your reading. Yeah, you can get a card pull for your son. Let's see. Let's get a card for your son. One card for your son. One card for her son. We have, ooh, well, look at that. We have the sun. Play on word. The sun, your son. I love it. But the sun is literally the happiest card in the tarot deck. It is that big yes card. It is one of the greatest confirmation cards you can get when you're thinking of a question or just needing clarity. And I feel like this is just saying to you that your son is going to be fine. Things are going to get brighter. Days are going to look brighter. There's going to be progress, improvement. Also, the sun and this sunflower just kind of give me this energy of like better health, right? Better days of health. And I feel like for some reason, I'm just picking up on this vibe that your son has like someone watching over him. Like a part of me wants to say it's Leroy, but I feel like his higher, like Leroy's higher self. But I think it's someone, it's just the ancestor that you're not aware of, but he's protecting him and watching over him. And so maybe tonight, just say like, thank you to the ancestor, to the spirit guide that is watching over my son, and taking care of him, while I'm away, right? I feel like there's this just beautiful light energy. Like I don't feel any heaviness. I don't feel any cloudiness or any energy that's like weighing me down. I just feel like this light energy where it feels good. It feels healthy. It feels fulfilling. So yeah, I feel like there's going to be a beautiful shift for your son in terms of his health, but also your relationship with him. Things are going to get better and, just shine brighter. I feel like you're finally seeing the light at the end of this tunnel. Okay? That's what I got for you. Oh, he's your light in the dark. That's beautiful. The sun is literally a light. It's a star. I love that. All right, Melanie. Hey, Heather. You're right on time. Your reading will be next. I'm going to do Bianca's pendulum question, and then I'll do your reading next. Heather. Hey, Bianca. Are you here? I'll do your pendulum question. So your question is, do you see A making a move towards me soon? All right, let's see. This is for Bianca. All right. Do we see A making a move towards Bianca anytime soon? Do we see A making a move towards Bianca anytime soon? We have a very strong, healthy yes. Yes, they will. All right. Hello. Hopefully you saw your pendulum. All right. Up next is Miss Heather. All right, Heather. And put your name on the screen. Okay. Let me organize my area so it doesn't look a mess. It's the Virgo in me that needs to clean. Okay. Leo feelings towards you. I know you like your Afro Tarot Goddess cards, but they want me to use the cards that I have out right now. So we're going to do that. Maybe we'll get some fun answers. Bye, Molly Meep. I hope you enjoy your birthday and the rest of your evening and your new Nintendo Switch Lite. Have fun. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Star. And then we have the Four of Wands. All right, Stephanie, I will add you to the list. All right, let me actually now pin the list since we got a chance to tell Molly Meep happy birthday. Stephanie. Hey, Chocolate Princess. Okay. So Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Star, and then the Four of Wands. So I feel like in terms of the tarot, we have beautiful cards here. I feel like your person, they are definitely coming to this position in their life where they feel that they're ready to offer you something, but they feel like they can actually offer you something in terms of a solid connection, a solid relationship. I think it comes from them needing to build and grow, like financially, but also just mentally. I feel like they see you as, they find you very attractive, and there's this like there's a strong sexual desire here for you for sure. I think there's this shift that they went through where they had to like make sure that they look beyond the sexual desire and the sexual attraction for you, right? And they kind of reevaluated things like, okay, do I really feel the way that I really feel about her? You know, or is it just like a attraction type of thing? And they're like, no, I really do feel strongly about her. I do like her. I like her energy. I like her vibe, right? And I think that is one of the reasons why they are feeling more, you know, confident in offering, like approaching you, offering you something that's solid and real. Because of course, no one wants to get in a relationship with somebody where they're like, oh, they only want to be with me for my money, or they only want to be with me for my looks. So I feel like they're like, okay, there is more to this connection than just like physical attraction. There's love, you know, there's a genuine connection here, right? And I think that goes a long way. Let's see what else we get for their feelings for you. We have warm embrace. Let yourself enjoy your partner's loving arms around your body. Their touch ignites the flame within you. We have devotion, a dedicated partner whose love is unconditional and eternal. We have ecstasy. Your partner elevates your mind, body, and soul. This feeling of pleasure is electrifying. So I feel like this kind of connects to how I was saying they wanted to make sure that it was more than a physical thing, right? That it's more than physical attraction, because that's key when it comes to a healthy, balanced relationship. Like it has to be an emotional connection, it has to be a spiritual connection, a mental connection, right? So I think that is attractive to them, that they can feel this way with you. Hello, welcome. All the info's in the description box. Thanks, Heather. But like one tarot question is $5. But if you have like a particular package that you're interested in, all of it's in the description box. And then let's get you one more card. We have forgive and heal. As you forgive and heal, your love life becomes brighter and healthier. So there could also be this energy where this person needed to kind of forgive themselves. Maybe they had to forgive themselves for the decisions that they made in the past with other people, or just with their younger self, like not allowing themselves to really fully embrace love and be loved, but also to respectfully love others, right? And so I think there's this period that they may have gone through a reflection and really grown from it. And that's why they feel like they're able to offer you something that's solid, and real commitment. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for their feelings for you, my love. I hope that was helpful and you enjoyed it. You're welcome. Alrighty. Up next is Britney. Alrighty, Britney, let me see. Here's your name. Okay. I took a picture. Your question is, what are M's current feelings and thoughts towards me? Got it. Let's see what we get. All right, we have the Queen of Cups. Hi, Sydney. I got your PayPal. I will add you to the list. We have the Four of Wands. Ooh, we got the Two of Cups. Definitely some fiery romantic energy here. And then we have the Ten of Wands. So yeah, it's funny how it's like cup, wand, cup, wand. I feel like this could be also a representation of like how they show up, you know, emotionally and physically with you. So what I mean by that is maybe they're all emotions one day, and then it's like, or like them being all emotions and vulnerable, and then the next time you interact with each other, it's like more so physical. I don't want to say aggressive energy, but it's kind of like, like playing it cool, kind of flirty, but like real subtle kind of thing. And then it goes back to the being like, hey, I'm feeling you. I want to talk about all of these things. And then it goes back to this energy of like, just playing it cool, laid back. And sometimes I think we all do that at some point, like when we meet someone and we really kind of show our heart and show our authentic selves. We get nervous, like, ooh, did I tell them too much? Are they going to judge me? And so we kind of take a step back. So I feel like that could be their energy sometimes with them. I do see with this Ten of Wands card being here that there could be this, how do I word this? Like this space that they're in where they overthink literally everything that they do with you or that they want to try to do with you. So trying to plan their conversation with you, like, okay, if she were to say this, I would respond this way. If I ask her this, if she responds this way, this is how I respond. Like trying to literally map out every single thing, and it only adds additional stress to them, to the point where they're just like, they might not say nothing, or they just are very short or don't have like a lot of value or like, substance to their answers. Like, if you text someone, you've seen like the TV shows and the movies where like someone is literally typing a long paragraph and then they erase it and they just put okay. Right? So I feel like that could be their energy sometimes, where like they actually do get to that stage where they want to say more, but they don't, just because they psych themselves out from doing it. But there is a strong attraction here, and just like the vibe is kind of like off the charts in a way. Like they definitely think of you sexually for sure. I think for whatever reason, I'm seeing this person like someone could approach them, like another woman could have approached them, just like not even on like oh, I just want to sleep with you and be with you, but more so like just like, hey, my name is so and so. This is that's like a really nice shirt that you have on, and they don't even pay them mind. It's like their mind is just like focused on you, kind of like daydream in a way. They daydream of you. That's what we're getting. Let's see what we get. We have harvest. You planted the seed that the universe gave you. Due to your patience and growth, you are now able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So I feel like, you planted that seed, and so you're just waiting for things to grow and to kind of just this burst of movement, right? Look at that. We have patience. Why the rush? There's no need to rush divine timing. Enjoy the journey because it is worth the wait. So there could be this energy where, like, maybe you're wanting things to kind of pick up a little bit. You're waiting for some type of movement. And I feel like Spirit is just saying the seed has been planted. You're watering it. You're taking care of it. So just give it the time to grow. And it's not saying, like, sit there and watch paint dry, but more so, like, just go about your business, go about your life, and just allow it to grow and see what happens after you allow that time. Next is building a future. This one is a keeper. Your love life is ascending to the next level. So Spirit does see, like, potential with this person and can see a future with them. It's funny because we do have the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups here, and these are very, committal cards here. These are about marriage and long-term relationships. So I feel like they're saying this person is of quality for you to be in a long-term relationship with. So then maybe that's why they're saying, like, don't even try to rush it, because why would you want to rush a relationship? Why would you want to rush a marriage, or an engagement? And it's not saying that's what you're doing, but it's like when we rush things, it doesn't feel authentic. So when you allow things to happen naturally and unfold naturally, you're able to enjoy the journey of it, but also it feels like, okay, this person really wanted to do this, Oh my gosh, we got It's the Vibe. Did I not say, like, I said something about, like, the vibe is, like, off the charts or something earlier. So this is one of my favorite cards of my deck. But enjoy the good vibes and energy with this person because they are like no other. Literally, they're just saying, enjoy this experience. Feel good about it. Don't doubt it. Don't question it. Just let it be what it's meant to be at this time. And sometimes, too, like, there might be moments where it is a delay, or there's not even necessarily a delay. It's more so this is a part of the story. This is a part of the movie. So think of the movie. Like, we know the couple ends up together at the very end, but it's like we got to see all the in-betweens. What gets them there? How did they get there, right? So that's what I got for you, okay? So I hope that was helpful. Hey, Candace. All right, up next is Miss Love Queen. All right, put your name on the screen. I know you got Charms and Letters and a question. All right, Love Queen. I won't be on here for long, so I'll probably close the list in like maybe 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes. But yeah. Alrighty. I made the camera blurry. Let me get it back to focus. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me pull up your, what you call it? Your question. Your question. Let's see. Love Queen. Somebody DM. Already asked me what do I want him. Alrighty, let's see, Love Queen. Let's do these guys. Oops, sorry. I love your rawness, Love Queen, in your questions and in your messages. Don't apologize. All right, what does he want from y'all? What does he want? We have the Magician. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups. Then we have the Ten of Swords. You know what's funny? I don't know if you watch Insecure, but I'm literally hearing this line that Issa repeated. It was in the last season, season 5. And I think she was talking to, I'm pretty sure it was in the show and it wasn't in like the documentary, but I don't know who she was talking to. I think she was talking to like her friends or something. And she was saying, or maybe it was Lawrence, one of them, either way. The line is like, can we just fast forward, to the part where everything is good, everything is perfect. And I feel like this is what this person wants. And obviously this is what you want. You want to be with this person. They want to be with you. But there's something that needs to literally be cleared out. And it needs to end. This Ace of Swords and this Ten of Swords energy here. It literally needs to be cleared out. It literally needs to be, come to an end, because that is the piece that is kind of like delaying this. And I think it is something that it's like a switch. I know that's like a weird analogy or like phrase to use, but it's like a switch. They need to just turn on the switch or turn off the switch. Whatever the switch is, they need to decide, does it need to be on, does it need to be off? That switch could be going from committed to non-committed, going from being all in or not being all in. They need to decide what the switch is going to be. Because when you think about it, most lights, you can't put it in the middle. Some of them you can, but does it really work, right? So I'm thinking about like the traditional like light switch. Typically, when you try to put it in the middle, it ends up going either up or down. It doesn't stay in the middle. It can't stay in the middle. It's not meant to stay in the middle. Let's put it that way. So the idea is that this person needs to decide, what do they want to do? They need to calibrate the scale, right? It's either going to be balanced or it's not going to work. And I feel like once they make that decision of cutting this switch, so you kind of like set the tone with what you told them, like, hey, this is what it is. Either we're doing this or we're not. And they need to make that decision how they want to, if they're going to cut it on or if they're going to cut it off. Because in its reference to like what it is that they need to figure out what they want on or off. And it's either going to give them the Ten of Cups or it's going to give them the Ten of Swords also, where it's like either we're going to end up together or we're not going to end up together. Because like you said, you're over it if it's not going to yield to the results of full commitment, a healthy relationship, good communication, consistency, romance and all of that stuff. That's what you deserve, and you deserve that and more. And so I feel like if they don't give that to you, whatever time frame you decided. So if you say, if I don't see it in the next 2 weeks, in the next month, like it's going to be strictly dickly, like casual, to the point where like it's only a hello and bye if we see each other in passing, or like you said, or it's just like we don't talk at all, right? And it's like you can't have me when you want me. You're either gonna fully invest and commit into this relationship or you're not. There's no in between. You can't half cut the light on. Either the light is on or it's off. It's one or the other. So that's what I'm getting with that question. Like, they do want this Ten of Cups, but it's also they have to decide, am I going to just be for the streets, or am I going to be for this one person, my love, the woman that I know that's an amazing woman, the woman that I know that's an amazing mother, that my kids enjoy, all of that. It's up to them to decide if they want to stay in these streets and be cold and wonder why things don't work out for them, or go home and be loved on and love someone. Like, who wouldn't want to be loved on? Who wouldn't want to experience love and be loved, All right, so now let's do your charms and letters. All right. Okay. We got the twin flame soulmate tile. So just representation of that connection within the letter. All right. I feel like I saw, there it is. Like I know I saw the letter. So we have wait. We also have, it's funny, I'm channeling the Stay song by Rihanna. For some reason, that could be how they feel about you. I feel like with this weight, this represents, like I said, deciding, like giving them a time frame. You don't have to tell them what this time frame is, but like seeing, okay, like if I need to see, and we need to be in a committed relationship by this time period. If we're not, if it's not official, we're moving on. Point blank period. Or like you never only gonna be friends, but it's just like setting that expectation for yourself, sticking by it, and affirming that and see what happens. You can decide how long you want to evaluate his, behavior and his actions and his, work ethic when it comes to this connection, this relationship. But also, too, just continue to have fun. Do your thing. We have Rose. I feel like with this Rose right here, this is giving me the energy that maybe a new opportunity with your new job might occur. Not now, but like, within maybe, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 ones here, so maybe within 5 months. That's what I'm thinking. So maybe within the next 5 months, you're going to see like a new pay increase or like a new job opportunity within your company, right? So maybe they said like, hey, you started off as an associate, now we want to bump you up to, I don't know the levels of the wording of the titles and stuff, but like, the next thing that's up, right? So I see that for you. We have light. So I'm getting with this, take it easy with, I don't know why, but they're saying it's something you're drinking, take it easy with it. So, for example, it's great to drink water, but if you drink too much water, it can be a problem. It's great to drink hot tea, but if you drink too much hot tea, that can be a problem. So, like, monitoring the things that you're consuming within your body, and just be mindful of it. And also, too, light can be like the light version, like sugar-free or diet or, less calories. Like, let's say you're really drinking, let's see, like you're drinking like a Powerade or something, or Gatorade, and you decide to drink like the light version, the zero sugar version. Like, do that. And it's not saying like you're doing it to a point now where you're drinking so many things and it's bad, but more so like tone it down. So if you do drink like a lot of water, for example, don't drink it too much to where, okay, this is like the bio side of me, this is like the anatomy, medical side of me. So like, for example, your urine. Urine is supposed to have a little bit of color. It doesn't need to be dark yellow or anything like that necessarily, but it's like when we drink so much water, it becomes almost clear. And ideally, we want it to have like a little bit of color. It doesn't have to have a lot of color. It can literally be a light. So like, that's the way you can sense when you're drinking too much water. Like it becomes like, it's just clear. Maybe drink a little less. Not necessarily saying don't drink water, but drink a little less. And also, too, you could add like lemons and limes to your waters too. I like doing that. That has like a lot of health benefits as well. Okay. Next is hot. I feel like when they showed me this word, they were saying like high-headed. Maybe you were feeling high-headed with dude. He was just getting on your nerves, which is how he was acting, or like his responses to certain questions. So I feel like they're just saying like Take it cool. Take a chill pill. Take it easy. And don't even let it stress you or worry you. Okay, the next thing that I see here is don't. It's so funny. I'm channeling songs right now. So the song, I think it's called Don't by Bryson Tiller. There's a line that I'm channeling, and it says, what did he say? I'm certain that it's your love that holds me together. I feel like that's how he feels about you. Like your love holds him together in a way. Okay. So that's what I got for the letters. So now let's get you some charms. Hey Kitty, Kitten Tarot, I will answer your question. I will add you to the list. Thanks for donating. All right. We have a rooster here. So there might be a need for you to adjust your morning routine right now. Maybe, and it's not saying, oh, you need to get up early or anything like that, but more so maybe there's something you could do in the morning that you're not doing now. So maybe starting off your day with a glass of water with lime in it, you know, or starting your day off with a nice cup of hot tea, like, or writing in your journal, meditating for a few minutes, doing something in the morning. That way you start your day, you shift your day in the direction you want it to be in. I know it's like cold right now, you know, whatever, but when it's possible, like going for a morning walk or getting just some fresh air. Maybe it's just like stepping outside just to get some fresh air for like 2 minutes and then going back in, because it doesn't hurt to get a little air, fresh air. We have the number 21. Okay. So that could be something that happened on February 21st. That could also represent the number 3. We have the honeybee here. So I feel like this is the energy of Oshun. She could be trying to connect with you or just like, you know, speak to you at this time. Let's see what else we have. We have the owl. So I feel like with this owl here, there could be, I'm feeling the energy of like a messenger, but also too, maybe there's a needing of a balance within your sleep regimen, right? So making sure you're going to bed at a certain time and you're waking up at a certain time so you can get the allotted amount of hours you need to feel good and rejuvenized, right? Because everybody doesn't need 8 hours. Everybody has a different schedule. So figuring out what is the number of hours of sleep that you need to feel productive and, you know, energetic the next day. Let's see what else we have. We have a queen here, or we have a queen. We have 2 crowns here, which is for you, love queen. You are a queen. You are, I feel like this is like mommy crown and like your son's crown. So like you're the queen and then that's your prince. So like it's just, know that you got your son, right? That is a love that is everlasting. It will never go anywhere, will never die. Just always remember that. I feel like maybe for Valentine's Day, do something, if you haven't already planned it, like give him something special for Valentine's Day and just kind of like, you know, affirm him and himself, but also the love that you have for him as well. You probably do this every day with him, but I think they want you to do something a little bit special for him on Monday. Okay. And then we have a little angel. So this could be your spirit baby communicating with you, letting you know like, hey, they're thinking of you. They're watching over you. Let's get you a couple more. All right. We have, she believed she could, so she did. We have a peace sign. So like there's more peace and just like, you know, harmony coming within your life. We have a little fairy. So there could be like a fairy of love. It's just like abundance, like, you know, around you, surrounding you right now, and your son too. Okay. So that is what I got for you, love queen. I think that was it. It was the charms, letters, and the question. And maybe too, like on Valentine's Day, you could either light like a candle for your spirit babies, or like write them a cute little Valentine Day, like what do you call those little Valentine? You know, you can make one, you can buy one. Either or. You're welcome, my love. All right, so let me add some folks to the list. I think it was Kitten Tarot. And then I think that was it. Let me make sure I didn't get anybody else. Oh, Sydney. Sydney, you were before Kitten Tarot. Sydney. Yeah, you should totally do that. And those that are like interested in other ideas to do Valentine's Day, like you can write a love letter to yourself. You can write a letter to your younger self. You can write a letter to your future self. You can even, like, if you want to really be into the mood of the love energy, you could write a love letter to your future spouse, like, and keep it, keep it stored somewhere safe and sound. And when you meet them and when you know that it's that person and that love is real, give it to them one day, there's so many different things that you can do on Valentine's Day, right? Okay. Up next is From the Stars. And I think I will close the list for now. So I'll put a little thingamabob in the chat. Well, I don't think this is the right sign I need. I probably need another sign. Let's see. Stop. There we go. Stop sign. All right, From the Stars, you are up next. All right. From the Stars. You have 15B, Pendulum, will I meet my future husband this year? And then Tarot, Oracle. Let me actually screenshot this now, just in case it gets deleted. Okay. Pendulum. And then let's put your name on the screen. From the Stars. Okay. From the Stars. First question is your pendulum question. You want to know, will you meet your future husband this year? Now, where did I put the pendulum? I literally just had it. If you guys see it anywhere, let me know. Because I know sometimes I can overlook it. Oh, there it is. It was at the bottom of the little bowl of letters. All right. Will I meet my future husband this year? This is for From the Stars. Will From the Stars meet their future husband this year? Will From the Stars meet their future husband this year? Will they meet their future husband this year? We have maybe. Maybe you will meet him this year. I think it's all just about timing, honestly, Not necessarily saying being at the right place at the right time, but more so if things are happening on track, then it allows that moment to meet and to reunite to happen. All right, and then your tarot, you want general messages from Spirit, information about my future husband. Okay, general messages from Spirit, and then general messages about your future husband. We have the Judgment card. These are your general messages. The Three of Wands, the Graduate, the Sun, the Seven of Cups, and then the Queen of Pentacles. All right, general messages for you right now from Spirit. I feel like Spirit wants to let you know that they are leading you to, they're telling you, we're leading you, we're taking you somewhere better than you can ever expect it, right? So don't doubt us, right? You're going to have so many options to choose from. You're going to just be like, dang, like, I didn't know I was going to have all these options. Like, I didn't know I was going to have, you know, all of these opportunities be presented to me. So you're going to be overwhelmed with opportunities and all many options and forms of abundance, basically, where Spirit is leading you right now. I feel like also this is a great time for you to kind of go within yourself and kind of just do some self-reflection, but also to just pat yourself on the back. Be proud of where you have come, where you're going, what you have accomplished, what you have achieved so far. And sometimes we let our accomplishments just kind of take the back burner. Like, we don't even think about it. We don't recognize it. We don't acknowledge it. And I feel like Spirit is saying this is your moment to really be happy about it, right? Oh no, what, Heather? What happened? Did something happen? I forgot to put the charger in my iPad. I can do that now. But I feel like also what they want to say here is that you're going to be so happy when you make it. Like, the Graduate card is literally, we made it. You know, you learned the lessons. You are finally enjoying all of the fruits of your labor. You're like, wow, this is why I had to do what I had to do to get where I am today. This is why Spirit is leading me, you know, to this path. Oh, you can still donate, Heather. It's for, like, you know, newer people. But if you want to donate, feel free to donate again, because you got a reading earlier. I just didn't want to get like 50 new people like coming in wanting readings. But yeah, and I feel like there's a positive shift for you that is about to, you know, unlock so many doors for you when it comes to dating, when it comes to your health, when it comes to money, when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to your job and career. I feel like there's a big shift financially for you as well too. So there could be a chance that you make more money later down the road of this year, or you can take on an opportunity where you're able to make additional income. So maybe start your own business, or you can take another job, or take on another job, or maybe someone comes to you, say like, hey, I need your advice on this. I would, you know, pay for it, right? I see that as well. It's just literally trusting Spirit, trusting God, trusting your ancestors, and know that wherever they lead you, it will be a place of abundance. Okay? So that's the question. I mean, that's the answer that they have for you for that question. And then your other one is information about my future husband. Okay. Information about your future husband. Let's see if I want any more. Okay, so we have, I'm not going to, Spirit doesn't want me to read the bottom of the cards. They want me to focus on the top. We have spiritual awakening, control issues, falling in love, attraction, laughter, warm embrace, getting to know each other, and love language. I feel like they want me to touch on this control issues card for whatever reason, because maybe they feel like you're going to freak out when you see that. This person might have this energy where they just they get anxiety when things are not perfect or when things are a little off. And I think it's more so, it's not a place of like trying to be manipulative or controlling. It's more so like they just naturally get anxiety when things are, when they don't know certain stuff, or when things are not put in a certain place. and not, like I said, not in a manipulative way or controlling way. It's just like, let's say this person has asthma. If they don't know what their inhaler is, they freak out about it. And, maybe this is just an example. Someone moves it because they were cleaning and they didn't put it back to where it was. They freak out about it. And it's like this, it needs to be here. It needs to be right here. If it's not here, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I give it the control issue card is coming up for it. Like this person, they just get anxiety about certain things not being where they need to be that are like really important to them, but also too when there's like not a lot of clarity on what's happening next. So, some people like it when their partner is up in the air about ideas and, spontaneous, and some people don't like that. So just knowing that this person might not be the biggest fan of like spontaneous things, like they might appreciate it at sometimes, but they're also just know when to do it and when not to do it, basically, with them, right? Maybe they don't like surprise parties or like surprise birthday things, like, in the sense of like inviting people over. So that's something, that you wouldn't do with them because that's not a thing that they like and it gives them anxiety. So speaking on that, spiritual awakening, this person could just be someone that's really tapped into their spirituality, but also too they could be aware of like, soulmates, divine counterparts, twin flames, all of that stuff. And they've done their research, but they also just kind of like allow spirit to teach and guide them. Fall in love, I feel like this person is someone that they just, the moment that they see you, they fall in love instantly. And you might feel the same way about them as well, too. There's going to be a strong physical attraction with one another. So whatever your physical type is, they're probably going to fit it, very nicely. Obviously, no one is going to be perfect, right? So there could be something that, that might not be, like they might not check everything off the checklist. Maybe they check off 9 out of the 10 things. Is that really a bad thing? Not really. To me, that doesn't seem like a bad thing in terms of like the physical appearance, but some people are very picky about what they want. So that's something to think about. Laughter, this person does a great job of making you laugh and you make them laugh. It's just like a lot of, positive vibes and energy with each other. Whenever you're spending quality time with one another, it's just like a good aura, I feel. Warm embrace, they give the best hugs ever. Like whenever they're holding you, you're going to feel the safest, you're going to feel the warmest, you're going to feel loved and appreciated. Getting to know each other, I feel like this person definitely values like, conversations, like having conversations, deep conversations. That could be one of their love languages, actually. The love language of just having deep thought provoking conversations with one another, and also like date nights. So like quality time is something too I can see as their love language. And then the love language card, obviously, just speaking to that, they do, I feel like they enjoy acts of service, like doing things for you, right? So if that is one of your love languages, that would definitely be met. But also know that they enjoy like showing up and doing things for you. Okay, that's what I got for that question. So now let's do your love messages. We have my mind and heart always come back to you. I want the whole world to know that I'm with you. You are the one that I want to be with. We have, I'm mentally conflicted. I don't know what to do next. I feel like it's that card that could represent this energy where they're in this space where like they want to meet you, like they're ready to be with you, meet with you. Like how you said, like when will I be my husband this year? They could be thinking that will I be my wife this year, and so there's just like, what do I do next? How do I meet them? Right? That's what I'm getting from that card. Next is it's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I'm gonna cut this diffuser off. I really love the way you make me feel inside. I'm learning to live life better through you. The sound of your voice lingers in my mind. We have, I guess the light I see in you is what you see in me. I love you more than you'll ever know. Oh, will you marry me? Let's get one more. You are my weakness. You are my sweet spot. Alrighty. That's what I got for you from the stars. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for donating and stopping by. Alrighty, up next is Britney Summer. All right, Britney Summer, let me pull up your name. Okay. I need to stop bending my knee so aggressively. Okay. And I took a picture of your question on my phone. I need to eat something. I gotta figure out what I need to eat. All right, Britney Summer. You want to know why am I current in the current space that I'm in now? It's intense and I'm tired. Ancestor insight. Let's see, my dear. Okay, why is Britney Summer in this current space that she's in now? It's intense and she's tired. What is your message for her? We have honor the journey. That's the first card that comes out for you. Honor the journey. It's funny in a way because it's just like, it literally directly answers the question, right? And it's funny because that's the first card that they give you. And some cards fell on the floor, so let me grab them real quick. All right, we have the Great Horn and Forever a Phoenix. This is beautiful. I feel like this really speaks well to the question that you have. Hey Diana, how's it going? All right, so no worries. If you do want a question, you can join the list. I just closed it that way. I didn't get like a bunch of new people coming in and just dumping a lot of requests on me. But with the honor the journey card, I feel like that it's very straightforward, like honoring the journey, but knowing that everything that you're going through, I don't want to say like it's for a reason because that's such a cliche and sometimes we really don't want to hear that when we're going through so much. But I feel like the reason why you are in this space right now is honestly because it is a part of the story, right? And it's sucky sometimes that we have certain things like this, a part of our story when we're just like, I'm tired of this. Can I get something, better or different to experience? And it's like, no, this is a part of the journey. This is a part of the experience. And, you've come too far to just back down. You've come too far to just stop. What's the saying? Like, why would you turn around in the middle of a storm? Like, literally, don't turn around in the middle of the storm. Keep going. Keep getting out of it. Keep pushing through, because once you get out of it, you're out of it, right? Honoring every step of the journey is really important here. Every high, every low, it can just be frustrating at times, but it's just like, this is part of the journey. Your destination that you're destined to, arrive to is going to be amazing. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be glorious, right? And they picked you to go through this. They picked you to go through this journey, to experience this, because they knew you can handle it. Yes, it could be, insane at times, but it's like also knowing that you are equipped. You are the phoenix. You are the one that will rise above the ashes. You are the one that can show others, and your ancestors, like, this is why we picked her. Like, we knew we picked the right person for a reason, So don't fear, don't feel like you did something wrong, or, you're not doing something right. That's putting you in this space of like, you feel like this energy that you're experiencing, and it's just to really let you know that I'm hearing them say with the Great Horn card, because like she's calling in, the ancestors. She's calling in spirit, and I feel like this is them calling you in, letting you know like it's time. The change is coming. The change is upon you. Get ready for this shift that you're going to experience. So they're letting you know, like, it's not going to last forever. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, I got to do this like another 5 years. No, it's not going to last forever. If anything, you could literally start to see the very end of this cycle now, as long as you keep pushing through and just like, being patient with them, but also just calling on for them for the strength and for their, their wisdom, and also just like, their love and their patience with you, right? Because you didn't learn all the stuff that you learned to stop now. You didn't learn all the stuff that you learned to, and go through all the stuff that you went through just to get here. It's so much more, right? And just continue to have the courage, continue to have the faith, continue to know that the seed that you planted before, and your desires, your goals, your visions, your deepest desires will be met and will be, given to you, right? That's what you're going through all of this for, to receive it for, right? To know that it's not, you're not doing this, you're not going through it for nothing. Okay? That's what they want to say about that. I'm just stuck on the fact that the first card was honor the journey. Like, I feel like your ancestors are giving me this vibe right now. You know this saying when like you see it on like social media when someone's talking about like their friends driving, they're like, oh, my friend's a terrible driver, and then the meme is like, but did you die though? That's what your ancestors are giving me right now. The energy is like, but you ain't die, so you'll be all right. Like, they're not saying it in the sense of like, oh, what you're going through isn't difficult at times, but more so like, you got this. You are literally equipped for this type of stuff. Don't feel like you can't do it or handle it. Okay? That's what I got for you right now, Happy Summer. I hope that helps. I know the feeling, Red Happy Summer. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I know. Like, it's so funny because I remember there was a time I kept getting, like the same card, patience, over and over again. I'm like, we still talking about patience. We still doing this. And I could literally see, like, my ancestors looking at me with their head tilted, like, we still talking about patience, in a sense of like, why are we still bringing this up to you? You should get this by now. So it's kind of like that, like, you side-eyeing them, they side-eyeing you. Basically, okay? All right, let's see. Up next is Brianna11. And I know you said you had a spirit baby thing too. So we'll do your spirit baby part first, and then we'll do the twin flame part of your reading. Hey, Amira. You will be coming up next very soon. All right. I think I have a slide with your name on it. Or maybe I don't. I don't see it. I might have switched it out for something. But Brianna 1111. All right, and so we're going to start off with your spirit baby messages first, and then we'll get into you know what I'm thinking about, Red Happy Summer. You know the picture with like P Diddy, and then I don't know who the guy is, but like it was like the video resurfacing where they're just like staring at each other. That's like y'all. That's you and your ancestors literally just staring at each other like, okay, like both of y'all just like going back and forth, but it's out of love. It's just like it's going to yield to something. No worries, Heather. Feel free to post your question in the chat or whatever you think, you want to say, and then maybe I can either figure it out if you're not able to, or, Spirit knows what you want to say. All right, so you got the 20B Twin Flame reading, and then you got the Spirit Baby messages. So we're going to do the Spirit Baby messages first. So we have, just took like a big chunk of them, so we'll just accept them all. We have, I'm excited to meet my family. Mommy, Daddy, the answer is a big yes. So if you've been thinking about something, wondering about something, the answer is a yes. I'm a sensitive soul. I would need you to teach me how to be bold. So your child might just be an empath, but also just very sensitive to those energies, and that can be hard, especially when you don't understand it. So I think just communicating with them and helping them navigate through that would be great. Life is about to get so much better. Don't lose your faith. Make sure that you are taking care of your body. The story that we will write together will be magical. I love you, mommy. I pick fabulous parents. No one can compare. I already feel the love you have for me. I hope you can feel mine too. I think that's probably one of my favorite cards. Give it time. You two will work things out. I will be your miracle baby that you always hoped and prayed for, mommy. Thank you for being a loving parent to me. All right. That's what your spirit always have for you. They want to share with you at this time. I just feel like this child is just like, they are going to change your life for the better. Like, I think when you have this child, you're going to be very emotional because I feel like they just shift your life in a way where it just gets better and better. Like sometimes you really, like, I don't know, like, it's like when you have a pet, you get it and you're just like, oh, this is my pet, this is my, dog, this is my cat or whatever. But then when you really love your pet and see the unconditional love that they give you, it shifts you, it changes you in a way. And I feel like that's what this, baby will do, your spirit baby will do. All right, that's what I got for that. So now let's do your twin flame reading. And I feel like for your past life backstories part, they want me to do it a little bit differently. They kind of want to just talk about maybe some of the issues that may have occurred in the past life with this person, with your twin. And maybe that could help us with the future, the reality. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles. And then we have the Hermit. Wow, that's very interesting. I see with this past life backstory piece that there's this energy of like, I'm trying to see how to word this. Maybe I need another card that can like spark the word that I could use to kind of sum this up. Like I visually see it, but I'm trying to explain it to you in words. I see I think one of the biggest lessons, so just follow me. I think one of the biggest lessons that you are going to learn with this person and have learned with this person in each lifetime is the value of oneness, the value of self-love, the value of just self. And it comes from, the experience of the twin flame journey, right? It's not about romance. It's about growing, learning, healing, and doing, hey, Liz, I just saw your name pop up. Being able to be whole outside of this, right? And I see that could have been an issue in the previous past life where there was just like, if I don't have them, and that could be for them too, like with you, if I don't have them, everything's off balance. Like, how would I function? But then you realize that I hold myself together. I am the scale. I get to decide what's going to make me balanced or not, right? And I feel like this energy that I'm picking up for this past life, like backstory energy, is letting us know that this was a struggle kind of for both of you in previous past lives. It's not saying this is the same struggle this lifetime, but it could be one of the reasons why there may have been a delay, right? So maybe this person is just learning how to just be whole with themselves before getting in a relationship with somebody. you know, that could be something you're experiencing, learning how to be whole with oneself before you get in a relationship with someone, and not dreading being by yourself, not dreading, you know, being single, or not dreading being in a connection or relationship with this person, right? Because it's like we want to be with our twin. Of course we want to be with them, right? And there is like this yearning at times, but it's like also knowing that it's okay to miss them. It's okay to, you know, quote unquote yearn for them every now and then, but also know like I got to get shit done in my life. I got to continue to do better, be better, and just do the things that I'm meant to do in this lifetime, right? And I always tell people, like, life goes on with or without you being happy, meaning the world doesn't stop when you're sad. Unfortunately, it just doesn't. Things go on. The day goes on. The night goes on. But the idea of, like, how do I continue to progress through life and be better, and, you know, also deal with the things that I'm dealing with and not lose my sense of self, not allow that to take over me, right? And I think that that is like one of the biggest lessons that you're going to learn from this connection, and they're going to learn within this connection as well too. But I also see this energy as well with these cards, like it took time for you all to get to this space of oneness, right? So y'all have to go through the different things in life, and then it's like as you learn those lessons and you pass that test, then you get to the next level. You pass that test and boom, we can be together. There's this, you know, reunion, everything. And the visual that I see here is like, you see how it's 3, 2, and literally the Hermit is about 1, self-discovery, going with one in oneself. And all of these cards are, you know, earth energy, because the Hermit is the Virgo energy, and then the Pentacles obviously are earth energy, right? So this idea of stability, this idea of groundedness. So I feel like that could have been one of the issues within the past life, is like there wasn't a solid foundation in self, right? So if your foundation within yourself isn't solid, how can you expect anything that you allow to grow from it last? How can you expect anything to really, you know, thrive, right? So I think, interestingly enough, I'm hearing this phrase, Spirit say, like, rebuilding the foundation of your twin flame connection. So maybe, like I said, maybe that's a reoccurring issue that happens every lifetime. You know, both of you become dependent on each other, or one person is too dependent on the other person, or they don't know how to love themselves fully, right? And so maybe this lifetime, this is where y'all break that cycle, and it allows the next lifetimes that you experience together to be healthier and better, to where it won't take as long to get together, right? And to do the things that you're supposed to do. That was like very beautiful, because I feel like a lot of twins can learn from that and see value in that message. All right, current energy and blockages. I feel like that's kind of, they were both connected in a way. That's why I like doing the twin flame readings for people, because literally nobody's story is the same in no way, shape, or form, because I'm always led to read it a certain way. I'm always led to talk about it in a certain way. So I feel like that's why they led me in that direction for your reading. All right, so let's do potential outcomes, because we kind of got we understand how the current energy and blockages are connected to the past life. So let's do the current, potential outcomes. Potential outcomes. We have the 3 of Wands. We got the Lovers. We have the 8 of Wands. Or not the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Cups. Next is the Wheel of Fortune. Almost dropped the card. We have the Page of Pentacles. And then I'm going to grab one of these cards over here. Maybe a couple of them. All right. We have quality time. Look at that. What was the theme here? Self-love, self-fulfillment, the fact that we get self-abundant. I just love that. I just love it. That literally just highlights everything that we were just talking about. We have fertility. Brianna. Guess what the next card is? I see why they wanted me to use this deck. Guess what the next card is? Self-love. Self-love. And let's get one more card. When I say Spirit is just speaking through your reading right now, it is literally, it's powerful, because I feel like a lot of people that are twins, or, you know, just in very strong soulful connections with people, because we want to be with that person so much, we can lose ourselves, or we question everything about ourselves, or we don't feel like enough. But you shouldn't feel that way, right? And the last card is commitment. So in terms of like potential outcomes, this is beautiful. I feel like this is for your, let me go back. Potential outcomes, so many beautiful cards here. The idea is that knowing that this journey is going to lead to you to being committed to each other, to being together, right? But I think it's really important to know, that when you all master that self-love, that self-abundancy, and, you know, find the value of just that oneness within self first, being whole within oneself first, you're able to walk away from that level of dependency where it's unhealthy, and it puts you in a position where you don't love yourself, or should love yourself the way that you really are supposed to, right? I feel like in a relationship, at some point, you're going to become dependent on that person in some way, shape, or form. It could be a day where you're just like, hey, emotionally, I'm not doing well, so I'm depending on you. You might not say it directly like this, but you're depending on that person to be there for you. You're depending on that person to help you out in this time, right? So there's nothing wrong with like having a day or having a moment where you feel dependent on someone, but it's like you don't want to become in a space where you're always dependent on them, where you don't rely on yourself, right? And it's not saying this is what you do or this is what they do, but it's just this idea of like mastering this concept prior to entering this connection where it is long-term and you're fully committed. That way it won't be, you know, detrimental, right, to you and to the children that you'll share, right? Because you want your kids to see healthy love and to see a healthy, balanced relationship. Everything's not perfect, of course, but it's the idea is like, hey, mommy and daddy, they really are great partners together. They can get through anything together. They know how to get through everything together. But also, I see mommy's able to do this by herself. I can see dad can do this by himself. Like, there's not this, you know, oh, well, only your mom is supposed to take out the trash. Your dad can never take out the trash. And it's like, mommy is sick today. So, or mommy's super busy. Dad takes it out today. You know, like having that balance and that structure is helpful. But I do see, like, you know, an elevation of, like, you know, the connection on a spiritual level, but also physically, like, you know, spending more time together. The fertility and the Page of Pentacles card is just like, I just love it because it shows us that when you all conceive this child, obviously the child will be made out of love, but it's like in this moment, it's just like it's a special day, and like this might sound like, you know, corny or cheesy or whatever, but like within the twin flame world, you know, or like just life, if that makes sense, because I feel like this creation, I feel like all, you know, twins that end up conceiving a child together, then their child does something magical to the energy of twins. But I feel like with yours, it shifts it in a way, in a beautiful way, where it's like, because the child is made out of love, but it was made from parents that truly love themselves, right? And I think maybe you two had like a rougher lesson that you all had to learn with this concept compared to like other twins. Like, everybody has their own journey and experience, right? But I feel like maybe you all really struggle with it in other lifetimes, and so the fact that you're able to get it right this lifetime, it's like we we did it. Like you heal, I don't know, like a lineage of other twins in a way too, if that makes sense. That's what I got for that. This is a very, I mean, it's just so beautifully orchestrated, this reading. Like the way that the information is coming out, the messages, like it's so powerful. All right. And then your last part of your reading is the mini love notes. I might have to like favor this and come back and just jot down notes because it's just like a beautifully channeled reading. Because you get tired of, I get tired of like always seeing the messages or titles of people's videos, twins uniting, twins finally coming into union and stuff like that. And it's just like, I understand why they say it, because there are people that are coming to union, but I feel like it distracts twins from understanding the reason why sometimes y'all might not be in union right now. It can, kind of just put this focus on areas that are not as important in the moment. Like this is a message that could probably touch a lot of twins right now. So I think seeing more of that would be helpful. We have Do You Forgive Me? I feel like Do You Forgive Me it's not from them. It's from your younger self. It's from yourself 10 years ago. It's from yourself 5 years ago. Or like you as yourself today talking to those different parts of yourself, if that makes sense. So like you saying, 15-year-old Brianna, do you forgive me for not telling you how beautiful you are? 20 version of yourself. 20-year-old Brianna, do you forgive me for not speaking up for you when you were in that relationship with that shitty ass boy? Do you forgive me for the different things, right? And I think one of the great things that you could do for yourself, you don't have to rush it, but if you can do it on Valentine's Day, that would be great. But if you can do it within the month of February, to write a love letter to a part of yourself that whatever age or ages you think needs to hear this apology, needs to hear this letter of love and this letter of affirmation, speaking existence into that self, right? Allowing yourself at this moment to just be honest and vulnerable with those different sides of yourself, right? Because I think, we say to ourselves, oh, I learned better, I've done better, and that is the apology to myself at that time. But like sometimes you really do need to say, I am sorry. So I'm sorry, 15-year-old self. I am sorry to whatever age, whatever person you were. That's what I'm getting with that. We have, I never knew what love was until you showed me. I'm getting in a different version of this card. I never knew what love was until you showed me, because you're showing me how much you love yourself. That's showing me how much I should be loving myself. That's what I get from that card. I feel like you both, when you come together, you see how much each of you love yourself. And it's kind of like, that is why I want to be with you, because of the way that you love yourself, the way that you treat yourself. And then because I am a reflection of you, you're going to treat me just as well, if not better. You see what I'm saying? Like it matches the energy. It really speaks to a healthy, balanced, spiritual connection, right? Brianna, this is probably my favorite reading so far of the year. I know we got a lot left of the year, but this is definitely speaking so many powerful messages. Let's get one more. I feel like it's just like there's so many strong messages that are coming out where it's like you don't even need a lot of cards. We have, I love you more than you ever know. So they want to say that they love you. They love you. I'll get you one more and we'll be done. All right, we have You Are So Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. All right, so that is what I got for you, Brianna. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I enjoyed it. All right. Alrighty, up next is Anastasia. All right, we're almost done, you guys. I think everybody else has like a really short reading. So we'll be done probably in like the next, 15, 20 minutes? You're welcome. All right. Of course, I drop cards on the floor. All right, we have Does That Offer Still Stand? And of course, I move the iPad. We have Take My Love, I'll Never Ask for Too Much, Just All That You Are and Everything That You Do. I am learning to live life better through you. Will you marry me? We have I Pray to God to Save You from Me. I Love You More Than You'll Ever Know. We have I Don't Want to Be Rejected, so I stay silent. I feel safer not knowing the outcome. Do you forgive me? You are everything that I could ever want or need. I need more time to figure things out. I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. And then tell me what I can do to make things right. I feel like this person is like either radio silent or like if they say something, it's like the bare minimum, you know? And I think there's this space of like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. You know, I think all of us have that experience, whether it be professionally, in a relationship, partnership, interaction with someone. We just have that fear, like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I also feel like, you know, their love for you, their interest in you has not faded just because we did have the Will You Marry Me card. But it's like this energy of like feeling safe to just say something that could change the way things are going between you guys. Like, and the question could literally be like, you know, after taking you out on a few days, should we move in together? You know, like maybe they feel that way. Or they're thinking of like, you know, the future, the state of this connection. Okay, and then your next question is, let's see here. You have higher self ancestral messages. Let's do it. We have the 7 of Wands. And then the Wheel of Fortune. Definitely shifting your luck, a change in your, like your luck that you will be experiencing for the next 6 months. I'm hearing that, so next 6 months. But also to protect your vision. So maybe not always talk about them with other folks. Oh, I forgot to put your name on the screen. Hopefully you're here so you can watch your reading. Be mindful. If you have like the eagle's eye, like, not pendulum, necklace, stone, bracelet, ring, anything with that, even if you don't have it, but you can print a picture of it, that would be great to like put somewhere, maybe within your purse or in your pocket. Buy something that has the evil eye on it. That way you literally can just like never allow that energy to surface or to get near you. But yeah, protecting your vision. I'm hearing protecting your third eye. There could be someone that might try to be a Debbie Downer at times if you try to talk about things that you're interested in doing, or maybe even like your connection with the guy, they might not see it from your perspective. So we have the sooner you start believing in yourself, the sooner you'll start seeing the results you've been praying for. We hear you. We have always heard you. Just know that we are working behind the scenes to make it work. Let go of the need to know all the details and how everything will work out. Your heart chakra needs some healing and clearing. What pain still sits with you? And it doesn't have to be like, traumatic pain. It could just literally be something like, I never really got over Johnny from 8th grade tripping me in front of everybody. I don't know, just thinking of like random things. There could be just something small that kind of still sits with you, or maybe you still talk about, and it's just like, let it go. Like, you don't have to bring it up anymore. You are never alone, my dear. Even in the darkest hour of the coldest night, we are always by your side, or we were always right by your side. Trust that this transition is for your highest good. Things are about to get exciting. Your financial abundance is here. Hold on just a little longer, and you will be taken care of, my dear. Mixed signals yield mixed results. Make sure you are clear about what you are attracting. And then you'll be amazed at what you attract when you start believing in yourself and what you deserve. Beautiful. So definitely shift the way that you're thinking about certain things, and know that once you shift, your luck is just, it's going to literally come in strong. Okay? That's what I got for you, Anastasia. All right, up next is Amira. And your question is, you're welcome. Put your name on the screen. All right. I feel like you put it in the chat once upon a time, but I could be wrong. If you're here, feel free to let me know what your question is. Chocolate Princess, are you still around? It always feels like you're at the very end of the live. We're almost done. All right, Amira, if you're here, let me know what your question is. I'll wait for you to pop up in the chat if you're here. I'll jump to Stephanie for now, Chocolate Princess. And then if you pop up, Amira, I will do your reading right after. All right, so you want to know what type of wife will you be? I like that question. I like it a lot. All right, what type of wife will you be? This is for Chocolate Princess Stephanie. We have the Queen of Wands. Hey, Chocolate Princess. We have the World. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Sun. Let's get some more. We have the Temperance card. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups. And let's get one more. One more card. We got two cards. We got the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. I'll put this over here. All right, in terms of what type of wife will you be, I feel like you would be someone that is very confident, very loving, nurturing, in a sense of your husband will feel safe to come to you with ideas, with questions, with the desire to getting feedback on different things. I feel like also you're going to be a wife that sexually pleases your husband very well. Because the chemistry between you all is strong. You understand each other's bodies, you understand each other's chemistry, and just like, their needs and their wants, and they understand it about you as well too. So that's beautiful. I see you as someone that is a wife that they're excited to talk about and brag about whenever they're with their boys, or if they're just out in public, you know, maybe for a work thing or whatever. They're just like, my wife did this, my wife did that, she just did this, you know, she just got awarded this, she just created this thing. Like they just love bragging about you. They love celebrating you and your success. You're a wife that is very balanced. You keep the home very homey. You make the house a home, right? You make it feel like a home. You nurture it. You protect it with your love and with your ability to just be very balanced and somewhat intuitive as well too. I get that you are a wife that will. Hey, nope, you didn't miss your turn. Just put your question in the chat. I just went to hers because I was waiting for your question because I couldn't find it. You are a wife that is, you're a light. You're just like a light, you know. You really just bring this, to bring the best out of the person, your husband. They bring out the best of you. I just feel like this is a very healthy, strong marriage. This is very balanced. I also see you all like traveling the world together. You're a wife that, you know, you're a great planner. So maybe you know, you help your husband plan the vacations and stuff. I also see you as a wife that just gets spoiled. Like they just, you know, here, honey, here's $5,000. Go do whatever you want to do with it. You know, they are willing to support you and just, you know, shower with you with love. But yeah, that's what I got for you. I like it. All right, Miss Amira, it is your turn now. Oops, I put this in the wrong pile. All right, who is coming towards you in new love? Let's see. You want to be a housewife? Well, it seems like your husband will be supportive of that. Because you, and also too, it feels like how I said, you make the home homey. So like that could be what you do. All right, who is coming towards you in new love? Let's see. Got the devil. Let's see what else we get. That could just mean they're a Capricorn. Let's see what else we get. We got the Justice card. We got the World. We got the Queen of Cups. She's been coming out a lot tonight. Let's see what else we have. I almost dropped the cards. We have, what is this? 2 of Cups. And then let's get one more. We have the Graduate. Beautiful. Okay, I'm glad the Graduate card came out because it speaks to the first 3 cards. So the first 3 cards are like a separate thing. Then the next 3 cards are another thing. So the first 3 cards here, the Devil, the Justice card, and the World, all major arcana cards. I feel like there's multiple people coming into your life towards love, but the first person, I won't even say the first person because we don't know when they're going to come in per se, but it's more so the person that's going to come in, they're going to look good, they're going to sound good, but they're not there. It's pretty much it's too good to be true. But the reason why they're coming into your life is just to make sure you're not going to fall back into old habits. You're not going to go back into the same old that you said that you're tired of, that you don't want to deal with anymore, right? It's just in a way a base of a test, right? To make sure that this lesson is learned and that we can throw it out. We don't have to worry about to keep testing you or wondering if you got it, you understand it. Once you show the universe, your ancestors, God, that you are not with the games, you don't want that anymore, that is when the 2 of Cups comes in. That is when the Graduate is, you know, she receives her graduation gift, right? You, in a way, are like gifted your person, your 2 of Cups, you know, your partner, your long-term partner. I feel like the energy of this person that you're supposed to, you know, that you'll end up with once you confirm and show that, like, hey, I'm ready for real love, true love. I'm not with the games anymore. Is someone that is probably going to be a little bit older than you. Not necessarily like, you know, ancient older than you, but more so like they might just be older than you mentally, right? And spiritually, emotionally. And it's not saying like you're immature in that way, but more so you can just tell when you meet somebody, you be like, damn, they're just so knowledgeable. Like you just learn so much from them. I feel like that's your sign of who that is when you meet them. It's like you're always learning with them and just excited to learn with them, and just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk to him about this, talk to them about this idea, or just bring up this conversation with them, because it's going to yield a good conversation. It's going to yield in some thoughtful, provoking discussion, right? And I think that's a beautiful trait about this person. And it lets you know that they're mature, and that they're ready for commitment, and that they're ready for, a real relationship, and something that would end in a Ten of Cups energy, a Ten of Pentacles energy, right? So that's what I'm feeling with that. I think it's really important for you to be mindful of like who you let into your space, and who you start to give time to and talk to and whatever, right? So let's say you join a dating app, right? And you go on 5 dates, different dates with 5 different people. And for a fact, 4 of the 5 of them are a no. It's a hard no. Do you continue to entertain them, or do you just like, no, thank you. Thank you for meeting with me today, but we're going to end it here. So it's just like that test of that. So making sure that you do that and showing like, I'm ready for the real deal. Okay? That's what I got. And it's not saying like, psych yourself out. Like, is this the real person? Is this the devil? Or is this my 2 of Cups? Just literally just show up and do what you're supposed to do. And you'll be able to do it effortlessly. Okay? All right. The next person is... Oops. All right. You're welcome. All right, the next person that is Stephanie. All right, Candace, and then we got Sydney, Kid and Tarot, and then Heather. And we'll be done. All right, Candace, what's your question? I know you paid $10. I don't think you put anything in the chat. Or if you did, I don't see it anymore. Okay, what are your 2 questions, Miss Candace? General reading, and then reading about my son's energy. Okay, yep, you did put it in the chat. I remember that son's part. All right, general reading. Let's see. I wish there was a way to, like, for at least the owner of the channel that can see the chat from the beginning. So we got the High Priestess, we got the Ace of Wands, we got the 3 of Cups, we got the 7 of Pentacles. So I feel like in terms of your general reading so far, what we're getting here with these cards is that there's a lot to celebrate coming up soon. I think that, you're going to birth something, whether it be an idea, it be like a new job or a new position. There's some type of like birth here. It's not a physical birth like as a child, not saying that won't be in the cards for you, but more so something that you've been wanting for a very, very long time, that you've been praying for a very long time, is finally being awarded to you, it's being gifted to you, and you're going to be able to celebrate it. Ooh, it could be also, I'm seeing like a visual of like a home. So maybe like, you get a new apartment, you get a new home this year, but this idea that you've been patiently waiting for it to happen and then to fall into your lap, and now it does, right? Now it happens. I also see too, maybe you've been thinking about the future of like children as well too. Now I'm picking up the child version of it. This energy of like letting you know that the person that you will share a family with, I'm seeing them say like they are healed. And that could be one of your fears, having a baby with someone that is, toxic, or having a baby with someone that's not emotionally mature or mentally mature or, healed, right? And I feel like they're letting you know right now is that the person you will have a child with, not saying it's going to be this year, but they will be healed. And I think that might give you a little bit of peace, like knowing that the child that I have will be with someone that is healed, that is healthy, that is, well put together, right? And there is a beautiful, connection and chemistry there, right? I think also, too, generally speaking, maybe there's this energy of you needing to do a little bit more research on something. There's something you've like that you need to let go of, or no, maybe not let go of, more so you want to manifest, or you want to bring into your life, you want to call it in. And there's like some research that you can do to actually do it. So maybe there's like a how to manifest, I don't know, a new apartment, how to manifest a bonus, how to manifest a salary increase or something like that. But there's like different techniques that might be helpful for you to actually achieve it, to actually get it. So look into that. Sometimes you'll be surprised at what you stumble across when it comes to that. And I also see like some fiery, passionate sex here as another energy I'm picking up. So maybe somebody, it could be a fling. Make sure you don't get pregnant by this person though. But maybe it starts off as a fling, and then boom, it's a connection. All right, next part, reading about your son's energy. So we have the Tower. We have the Two of Wands. We have the World. And let's get you one more. And then we have the Six of Wands. So I feel like this moment, your son might not be, maybe there's something going on with him right now where you're a little bit worried. You might have some anxiety around it. Maybe things have shifted in his life. Let's say he's in school and he's not, you're getting feedback from the teachers. Oh, he's not doing his homework, or he's not performing as well as he normally does. Or let's just say he's a little bit more quiet than usual. He doesn't have an appetite or whatever. Like there's something that is shifting, either that has already shifted or is about to shift. And so I feel like Spirit is letting you know at this time to be an observer first. Observe before you act. Observe before you just jump right in and try to fix it. Like, see what is going on and then respond, right? But respond in a way that is best for to get to the results that you wanted to get to, both of you want to get to. So like, let's say, like if it's like a health physical thing, that's different. But more so, let's just say like he's really mentally drained and tired. It's like, hey, I've noticed lately, you're not getting a lot of sleep lately. You're always doing your homework kind of late. Is there something that we can do, that we can change to make sure that you get the sleep that you need, that you get the rest that you need? And he might say, yeah, could you help me with my homework at 6 instead of 7? Like, I'm just coming up with random scenarios, but this idea of like the shift. And obviously, you apply this based on like your son's age and his needs and all of that stuff. But if it's a younger child, where sometimes younger kids don't know how to communicate what they're experiencing, what they're thinking. And sometimes that could be hard to understand what's going on with them. That's why probably they're saying like watch them first, so you can kind of get an idea of like you see it yourself, but then also you can figure out ways to navigate that conversation, right? Maybe there's certain words you have to use or certain pictures you could use to kind of get them to start talking about it, and get them in a space where they're able to communicate. But I do see that there needs to be a change, an adjustment with something within like their lifestyle currently, because it is affecting them mentally, I'm getting, and also physically. So maybe, like I said, going back to like the sleep thing, maybe they don't get a lot of sleep, or maybe they're tired in the morning, or maybe they do get a lot of sleep, but they're still tired. Like that's something to think about. But also too, encompassing a relaxing bath, like spiritual bath, where like, you get a little bit of Epsom salt, you get a little bit of like, lavender, and you make that time, like that bath time or that shower time, his, like, this is your time to relax and wind down, right? When you, like, you kind of make this schedule, like, when you step into this bathtub and when you step into this shower, this is your time to relax. This is your time to wind down. And the moment you step out of it, you should be so relaxed and tired, or not necessarily tired, but like relaxed and chill, that the only thing you want to do is just get in the bed and go to sleep, right? Because typically that's why, a lot of people take showers at night. Obviously, you want to clean off everything from the day, but also, I know for me, when I take a shower at night, I'm ready to get into bed because, one, I don't like being cold. I feel like once I get out the shower, I feel cold, so I just want to wrap up in my sheets and covers. But also, too, I'm so relaxed now that that's the next thing that I want to do. I just want to get into bed and go to sleep, So, relaxing him, finding things to stimulate his mind, but also to relax his mind, right? Because depending on his age, honestly, up until like the 20s, it's really important that kids, adolescents, young adults get sleep. It's important adults get to sleep too, right? But when they're younger, they're literally, these are the building blocks of them, right? So making sure that they're getting the rest because their body is growing, their body is changing, their body is shifting, right? So it's important. That's what I got for your son, okay? Hope that was helpful. Alrighty. Up next is, not sure who this is, so we're going to remove you, and then we're going to put you in timeout, and then we're going to hide you. You're welcome. All right, up next is Sydney. Let's see. Sydney. Oops. Okay, Sydney. I know you did a PayPal, I think. Let me pull up your question. Can I get love notes from Amira? Absolutely. You surely can. Love notes. We will be together again. What do you think of me? I'm in a better headspace now. You and I will always be somewhere in between. I feel like there's this reunion, this reunited energy here with the first and the fourth card. You're everything that I could ever want or need. Tell me what I can do to make things right. You've been in my dreams. I'm plotting my next move towards you. Get ready. I'm sorry for all the pain that I caused you. I need you to know that it hurts me knowing that I hurt you. We have, I never knew what love was until you showed me. Please don't cry or be sad because of me. And then I need more time to figure things out. Sign a card. Thank you for loving me. All right, Sydney. That is what I got for you, my love. All right, up next is Kitten Tarot. I know you sent a super chat. All right, Kitten Tarot. You are up next. And your question is Josh sleeping with someone else? Ooh, interesting. Now let's see what we get here. Are they sleeping with someone else? You're welcome. I'm glad you were still able to hang out with us. Heather, that is my goal, to get back to coming back on live every Thursday. I would definitely try my best to come back every Thursday, because I do miss the consistency and the schedule of it. We shall see. All right, we got the Knight of Swords. We got the Two of Cups. We got the Six of Swords. We got the Judgment card. We got the Hierophant. And we got the Seven of Wands. So in terms of are they sleeping with somebody else, I feel like Spirit wants to share this message first before they give you like a direct yes or no. Make sure, like if you are questioning this, make sure that you are protected if you all are still interacting together sexually. The first message they want to say, but also to protecting your energy, because when you are sexually active with someone, you know, it's the idea of like soul ties, right? And if they're sleeping with somebody, you don't want to end up getting those soul ties of that other person, right? So protecting yourself spiritually, but also physically. But I do see that this person possibly could have slept with somebody else before. I don't pick it up necessarily just yet currently. And it doesn't mean like, you know, it can mean that they cut it off and that's why we don't feel it right now, or it could just mean there's just a pause with them right now. But this energy, like there has been like a third party energy that I'm feeling, but I feel like either they have paused it or cut it off. I feel like it's more so really pause, just it's giving me more pause than cut it off, because maybe they feel like they're getting caught up, or they're slipping up in some way. Maybe they feel like they might get caught eventually. I'm just seeing this energy where they're just like, you know, let me stop doing this right now. And they could also just be a change of heart where they're just like, maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. Like, you know, sleeping with this person, this other person, you know, on the side or whatever. And I think, you know, what Spirit wants to say is really important for you to decide if that is something you want to deal with, if that's something that you want to have anxiety about and question about, right? So when we are with our partners, we want to feel like I don't have to worry about anybody else in the picture. And it's not saying like, oh, you know, turn the blinds out of everything, but more so like feeling like I know I can trust this person. I know that they respect me, our relationship, this, that, and the third. So I don't necessarily have that anxiety, right? But when we start to, are they texting somebody else? Are they seeing somebody else? Are they sleeping with somebody else? It just builds more anxiety. It builds more frustration. It builds sadness sometimes, depending on the person. And the idea is that your spirit guides don't want you to stress out about it. So if you feel like that, you know, outside of this reading, that you just have enough evidence to prove that they've been sleeping with somebody else, and if they're still doing it, just leave, just end it, right? You don't even have to, don't give them a list of how you know why and how they did it, right? If anything, just leave, make an exit, because then they don't know what you know. They don't know what got them caught up. They don't know, you know, what mistake they made, because you don't want to teach them how to cheat, right? Because when people bring it to your attention, like, oh, you know, I saw the text message between you guys, I saw the late phone calls, da 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 da. To them, it's like, okay, I got called. Now I got to think about a way not to get caught next time. So don't text them at late at night. Don't have her call me or have him call me at late at night. You know, the idea of that. So being mindful of, like, if you feel like you have enough evidence, and enough evidence could literally just be like, I'm questioning and wondering if you're sleeping with somebody else. That's enough for me to just, like, you know, maybe put a pause on this or just let this go. Especially if you know they have sketchy behavior. It's a difference when you feel that way or think that way due to an insecurity within self versus the person's actions are leading you to go into that direction of that thinking, right? So knowing the difference between that is key. So if you're like, I'm confident in myself, you know, I feel good about me, but it's their behavior that's like making me think that way, then, you know, that's the sign. And the Six of Swords is about leaving, it's about moving, right? So that's something to think about. But yeah, definitely see it in there. I don't know, like I said, it could be a pause now, but make sure you're protected, all of that jazz. All right, next is, I think, Heather, you're it. You're the last one for the night. All right, Heather. It's you. It is you. Oh, I miss being on here too. I'm glad that I'm able to, channel everything for you where it's not confusing. I try my best not to confuse people, and I try my best to just, explain it in a way that is clear or will make sense to folks. But yeah. All right. I know you put your question somewhere in here, Heather. I lost it. I don't know where it is. You're welcome, my love. You are very welcome, my dear. My love. All right, let me see if I can find it, Heather. I know you put it in here, and it's not that far up, because you did it recently. Okay, here we go. The communication has been stagnant. What is holding him back in his next actions towards me? Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. Communication is a bit stagnant. What is holding him back in his next actions towards me? Queen of Wands. Page of Cups. The Lovers. I feel like what's been holding them back is just more so with these cards, this level of confidence, right? Is this enough? With the Page of Cups coming right after it, is the offer that I want to offer her enough, right? Maybe they feel like, I know I can offer her great sex. I know I can offer her physical attraction. I know I can offer her a good time, but what do I say? Like, but am I enough? This kind of, speaks to that piece of just like self-love and just self-reassurance. And I feel like this is something that a lot of people, we all deal with at some point in our life, right? And when you don't feel confident in yourself, or when you don't feel like, I can provide, or I can, date in a way that lets people know like I'm serious about them or can afford it, it is going to do something to your self-esteem. It's going to do something to your confidence in some way, at some point in time, because you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to question yourself. So I feel like that's one of the biggest issues here, is that they need to find this level of confidence and know that everybody doesn't always, you're not going to always have your stuff together all the time. Something can happen at any point, right? And I feel like this is just letting us know that this person just needs to get to a space where they are comfortable, that they're confident in themselves and where they are, and know that this is not the end all be all, right? I see it's buffering. On the screen, let's see. Okay, hopefully it's not buffering anymore. But yeah, that's what I'm getting with this. Especially like when you are a person that already has your stuff together, right? Think about it. If a woman or a man, we'll do the woman and the man dynamic of like, if a woman has their stuff together, right, and a man is struggling, with a solid job or struggling financially, that is going to do something to their ego. That is going to do something to their self-esteem. That is going to do something to their level of confidence, because they're like, dang, she got it. She's doing all this stuff. What am I doing? How come I can't, meet her where she is, or, be in a way better, right? And at times it's a competition for them, because they, not necessarily saying like they're trying to compete with you in a negative way, but more so like, what can I add? What value can I add to her life, right? So I think that could be something that they're struggling with, and why it's that delay. And I feel like in terms of like, their next actions towards you, literally the same cards. It's just like when they feel confident, when they feel secure, that is when they're going to be able to offer you something and, like show up in the way that they want to. So we have self-abundant as like the card that comes out. You say, he has his stuff together, he has the business, but I feel like the other women I saw him have interest in. Oops, I just dropped a card. I'll get it later. They are on the same level as me. I'm a solid woman. You know, even when people have like their stuff together, like, you know, financially, professionally, it's still, I don't know how to word it, but it's like there's other pieces to it, right? And because like that's the surface level of it, right? But there's also, I don't know, like I think about people that I know now. They have these phenomenal degrees. They know all of these things, but they don't feel like they have their stuff together. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, I think you do have your stuff together. You don't think you have your stuff together, or you don't think, you know, this person might have a vision of what they want life to be like right now, and it doesn't fit it just yet. And that's a struggle for them at some point, if that makes sense. Because they haven't met that vision yet, and they feel like, oh, what, technically, do I really have my stuff together? Like, somebody can literally, you know, be a millionaire and feel like, I don't have my stuff together. I don't think everything is doing what it needs to be doing right now. And in your mind, as an outsider, you're like, yes, you do, you're a millionaire. And it's like, but maybe they think they should be a multi-millionaire at this point, right? But also, just taking it out of a financial career perspective, sometimes people question why they don't have the love life that they want, like at a certain age, but they never really do the self-evaluation part of it, if that makes sense. So like somebody could be 35, like a guy could be 35, like, man, I haven't, you know, met the one. I'm not married yet. I should be married. All of my friends are married. And it's just like, they might say, oh, I haven't met the one, but it's also like, what about you? Have you not worked on yet? What about you? Have you not healed yet? Have you got yourself together emotionally? Have you got yourself together mentally, right? So that's a piece of it too. So I think there is a part there's some area of his life he hasn't gotten together. So you say he's good financially, or you good with his career and stuff. That could be true, but also it could be a part of that that's still not together to him, and it's also a part just of him mentally, emotionally, not physically, emotionally and spiritually, that's not together, and that is why, right? And at the end of the day, when someone doesn't feel like they got their stuff together, there's nothing you can do to shift that. Because if they don't feel it and believe it, it does not matter what you can literally write them a list of like, these are all the things that you got going on in your life. And you're like, okay, but I feel like I still don't have my stuff together, you know? So there's that piece to it. And like in terms of like the other women he might be interested in, that could be, that could low-key match the energy that he's feeling about himself now, and why he might not feel like he can offer you more to you, because he knows that you are on a different level, right? Think about it. People are going to stick with their comfort zones, right? Especially when it's a challenge, when it's like, oh my gosh, like, she's, like you say, you're a solid woman. You know, you are legit a queen. You know, you are a divine feminine. So interacting with someone like that, that could be really different experience compared to someone that might tolerate BS, that might tolerate, you know, the okie dokies, versus someone that's like, no, I'm about my stuff, I'm about my business, I'm about my mental health, my spiritual health, all of that, okay? That's what I got for you, Heather. Alrighty, and that concludes our live for tonight. And I'm sorry, I think you mentioned something earlier that there's readers that you said something triggering or something. You have to unfollow them. I'm so sorry you have to experience that. Like, what did they say, or like, what do they say or do that's like triggering? Good night, my love. That just like jumped out. think a card fell on the floor, and I did not put it back in the deck. You know, I will say there's like, I feel like now there's so many things out here that I understand the messages behind them or like what they're trying to say, but I also feel like I know some people, like those type of people, probably hate when people say this, but like it literally depends, right? So one of the things I feel like ones where it's like, oh, you know, if he really wanted to, he would have did it by now, or like whatever. That don't get me wrong, that is true to some extent for certain situations, certain experiences, certain people, absolutely. But there's also instances where like people literally want to do it, but maybe they physically cannot do it, they financially cannot do it, and they might say, well, they can do something for free, and it's just like, if I have to set in my mind, this is how I want to take you on a date, and that's what I want to do because I feel like you deserve the world, then making a free version of that might not be what they want to do. And it might, you know, it could be frustrating because it's just like, well, just take me out on a date, you know, the way that you can right now, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, you can't control someone's dream and vision that they want to, that they have for you, right? You know, you can't control what people think about you, right? You can't control what people want to do with you in a way, in a sense of like, if they want to surprise you with a $5 million home, you can't control that. Like if they want to do that, they're going to do it, right? But also, you can have a say in it sometimes. But I think it's just stuff like that that I'm just like, I get what you're saying, but also sometimes people really can't do it at times, or they're not in a space where they are able to. But I also understand that there are people, if they literally wanted to do it, they would have done it by now. So it's like, take it with a grain of salt. But alrighty, I just wanted to share that. I hope you have a fabulous night, my love. Thank you for stopping by as always. Right, yeah, I definitely agree. Like, it's more to it. And I think also, too, you will have people say, like, oh, you know, you're just not accepting it for the truth that it is. Or whatever. And it's just like, there's so much more to everything, you know? It's so much more. And also, too, when you have certain experiences with people on different levels and different spaces of their life, it just hits different. Like, you see things in a different perspective. Okay? But alrighty, good night.